Telecommunications Sports presents Glasgow High School Scotties football.
Fly around and make plays all day, man. It's a work day. Hit them on three. 1, 2, 3.
Glasgow Scotties football on WCLU 103.1 FM and AM 1490. And video streaming free at WCLUradio.com and on the Glasgow Scotties and WCLU YouTube channels. Glasgow Scotties football brought to you by Don Franklin Auto, Walbert Trucking, South Central Bank, HVAC Services, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, Garcia's Grill, Elmore Realty and Auction, Hardee's, TJ Regional Health, McDonald's, Monticello Bank, Phillips IGA, and Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Joe Myers. It's time for your Don Franklin Auto countdown to kickoff.
Here we go. Right back down the field here, buddy.
Welcome here to the campus of Butler County High School in Morgantown, as it is week number 9 in high school football. Actually week number 10, but game number 9 for the Scotties. Glasgow comes in at 6-2 today as they take on the Butler County Bears. The Scotties are 1-2 in district play. This is the final district game of the regular season for the Scotties. The Scotties are ranked number 12 in this week's media poll in Class 3A. After last week's 22-19 heartbreaking loss to the Hart County Raiders in the final seconds of that ball game there at Hank Roy Stadium. Butler County 1-7 on the year. They are 0-3 in the district. They fell on the road at Adair County last Friday night in a district contest by a score of 33-13. Been a while since these teams have met. 17 years ago, as a matter of fact, back on October the 6th of 2006. Butler County won that last meeting by a score of 39-6. However, looking back to the KHSAA records through 1999, Glasgow is 6-1 against Butler County since that time. We'll come back in just a moment and sit down with Glasgow head coach Jeff Garman to get his thoughts on tonight's matchup with the Butler County Bears here in Class 3A District 2. We're back after a 3-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
Phillips IGA, a family market since 1960. Visit the butcher shop where you'll find fresh cuts of fine meats from an in-store butcher and delicious hamburger ground fresh, plus a fresh selection of garden vegetables and fruits. They proudly carry legacy dairy milk produced right in their hometown of Highsville. Find your favorite national brands. Download the Phillips IGA app to start saving. View their weekly sales ad or simply shop online. Phillips IGA and Butcher Shop. Friendly faces and fair prices. Located on Highway 70 in Highsville.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Hey son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm gonna own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
Are you looking for a new career where you'll be a part of a family-owned business for over 50 years? Walbert Trucking is a trucking company based right here in Glasgow. With Walbert Trucking, you'll get full benefits, great pay, and 401k. And you'll be home daily. Unlimited possibilities await you. Apply today and become a member of the Walbert Trucking team. 106 Sean Lane in Glasgow, 651-6784.
We're not superheroes, but when people need us, we answer the call. We're not weathermen, but we know the Kentucky seasons like the back of our hands. For over 40 years, we've serviced any brand, anytime, with the same-day service guarantee. Now that's a big promise, and that's probably why no one else does it. So when dealing with your heating and cooling, call HVAC Services, and you'll have the right team by your side.
When you come into Garcia's Grill, you're welcomed with a smile and you'll love the atmosphere. Garcia's was voted by the community as the best overall restaurant for the past 2 years. Great food at a great value. They serve fresh, delicious traditional Mexican dishes, incredible pasta, burgers, steaks, and seafood. People say you can never get burnt out on this restaurant because of all the amazing choices. Garcia's Grill, owned and operated by the Gomez Garcia family. Check them out on North Ray Street in Glasgow and on Facebook. Garcia's Grill, a different kind of Mexican restaurant.
Welcome back here to Morgantown, here at Butler County High School on the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show. Joe Myers, and I'm now joined by Glasgow head football coach Jeff Garmer to talk about his team's matchup tonight and look back a little bit at last week's game against Hart County as well. Jeff, you guys are coming off a very tough, heartbreaking loss in the final seconds to Hart County last week. What's the mood been like in practice this week after that?
The mood's been good. I mean, everybody's, continues to show up every day. They're trying to build something. You've got two choices in life. You can be someone that builds something, or you can be someone that tears things down. And our kids show up every day. They worked hard, and we've got a game plan in against Butler County, and hopefully we'll go out and execute.
You guys really, at least in my opinion, Jeff, outplayed Hart County in that ball game. You wanted to control the ball going into that game. You did. We had you for 32 minutes time of possession. Everything seemed to play out, but they just made a couple plays at the end of each half. What do you hope your kids learn from a game like that?
It's when you prepare and you know what you're wanting to get accomplished in the game, our guys can go out and carry out that plan. And that's what I was proud of. I was proud that the coach from the other team walked over to me and told me that our kids are tougher than nails. And that's what we're trying to create here, an atmosphere where we have tough, hard-nosed kids that can deal with adversity, that can deal with anything that's thrown to them, and hopefully they respond in a positive manner.
Hart County came in averaging 345 rushing yards a game, which put them at number one in the state, but you guys held them, at least to our stats, to just 156 rushing yards. What'd your defense do so well to hold them nearly 200 yards below that average?
They tackled well, and they played good team defense. And when you face teams that rush, really well like that, you've got to play as a team, because with the wing tee, a lot of it is outside runs and then counters back the other way. And one side has to play solid, the other side has to play solid too. Friday night we did.
Cam Bull got his first start at running back. Of course, he's been starting at wide receiver, but with Gavin Neal now out with an injury, he got to start at running back for the first time. He had 94 yards on 21 carries. What do you think about his performance carrying the football?
I thought Cameron played well. I mean, I think he's played well all year long. I feel like he was missed in the Franklin Simpson game, not having him in. But Cameron's performed well all year long.
Easton Jesse accounted for 279 yards of your 394 between 197 passing for him and 82 rushing. I thought Easton, like in most every game, gave you everything you had that night.
Easton does, and you know what you're going to get every week, every day when you show up with Easton. He's very, very consistent, not only consistent in his play, but in the way he handles himself. Very consistent. He's not a person that flies off the handle. He's not a person that gets real low. He stays right in the middle all the time, and that's what it takes to be successful in life.
Lucas Christian had a big game, Jeff, senior wide receiver, 7 catches, 100 yards. Lucas has really, and maybe you knew this going into the season, but Lucas was a kid that I didn't know a whole lot about as far as his skills were concerned coming into this year. He's really developed into a really good weapon for you guys in the passing game, hasn't he?
He has, and Lucas is. I felt like he worked really hard in the off season, and I felt like there were going to be opportunities for him to contribute this year. I know at the beginning, I don't know if he understood, where his contributions may come, but it's like I told him, just be patient. When you're going to get some opportunities, and when you get opportunities, you make the most of them, and I feel like he has.
Frankie Cianci did leave the game last week with an injury. Jeff, what's his status going forward?
Frankie will be out this week, and then it'll be kind of just a week-to-week thing to see how he responds to therapy for the rest of the year.
When you look at tonight's opponent, obviously you guys are a big favorite on paper. It is a game that you do need to win to assure yourselves of that number 3 seed. You feel like your kids are over that Hart County game and ready to move on to Butler County now?
Well, I mean, with what that being said, I mean, I hope we are. I mean, there are no guarantees in this world. I hope our kids show up. I hope they play hard. On paper, like you said, it should be a game that if we execute and do the things we're supposed to do, we're supposed to win. But that's why they play the games.
Butler County is 1-7, so they obviously have struggled a little bit. But what are some things that you've seen on film that the Bears do well, Jeff?
They have a couple of players who are really nice, skilled players. One very fast. He's as fast as anybody as we got. And it just seems like they play hard. I mean, Coach Embry does a great job up there. He's had some really good teams in the past, and last year they came off an 8-2 campaign. It's just been a tough year for them so far this year, and I don't wish that on anyone, but Coach does a really good job, and they do a lot of different things, and it's kind of difficult to prepare for in that aspect.
One of the things I noticed on film, Jeff, they ran out of the wishbone some. It's something you don't see a whole lot. Does that present any special challenges for a defense?
Well, I mean, it's something you don't see, like you said, very often, and it's going to be tough, smash mouth type football. They're going to run it right at you, and you've got to be prepared to get up there and make those plays. I mean, it's not that we haven't seen it this year. Franklin Simpson ran some stuff like that against us in some short yardage situations. So we have seen it before. It's just you have to prepare for it, know how they're going to try to attack you.
Number 11, Gage Beasley, appears to be their most dangerous weapon as a wide receiver. He's got 24 catches, 481 yards, 4 touchdowns. What do you see in him on film as a player?
He's extremely fast, and you can just tell he's a good skilled player. He's going to run the ball. Him and the quarterback's going to be the main threats on the ground. And then I think number 11 and number 3 are the main threats in the receiving corps. So you got to kind of know where 11's at all the time, and you got to kind of realize – how's 11 going to affect me on this play, and what can I do to help, slow him down? And those are the things that we've talked about all week long.
You mentioned the quarterback, Garrett Phelps. He completes 53% of his passes, but he has thrown 12 interceptions on the year, Jeff, compared to 5 touchdowns. You feel like there would be some opportunities for turnovers there for your defense in this ballgame?
It's a possibility. I mean, you always want to try to create turnovers. It's, we got one last week. We were behind in the Franklin Simpson game. I think we turned it over 3 times. We didn't get any turnovers. Winning the turnover battle or staying even in it, it's a big thing. It's possessions and it's points, and you want to be on the positive side of that.
Their defense has had a hard time this year. They give up 39 points per game, and they give up 213 rushing yards per game, Jeff. But what do they like to do on that side of the ball as far as scheme and the way they play is concerned?
Well, they play like depending on your set, they play some different defenses. So, against the spread, it's going to be more of a 3-4 with a cover 2 look. It's something you don't see a whole lot of, where the safe corners are walked up in the receivers' faces. And then when you go to the wing tee, it's going to be like an old style. It's going to, if you were looking at it from above, it would look like an old 53 type defense. So all their premise of their defense is based around a 50 principle. So we've practiced it. We'll see if that's what they play. You never know. I mean, we've done it before and somebody come out with something totally different. And that's what you build off all these experiences from all year long, and you just got to make adjustments.
Jeff, we appreciate your time tonight, and good luck tonight against the Bears.
Thank you.
Scotty head coach Jeff Garman. When we come back on the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show, we will give you the starting lineups for both Glasgow and Butler County, and we'll continue with our pregame coverage here on WCLU Sports after this 3-minute timeout.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any 2, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
South Central Bank has been investing in the Glasgow community for over 50 years. During that time, we've learned a thing or two about hard work, relationships, and a vision for success. South Central Bank is designed to make a difference in the prosperity of our customers and the communities it serves. We want to be a part of your success. Visit southcentralbank.com. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
With a history of scoring touchdowns and breaking records, Dakota Elmore knows a thing or two about hard work. At Elmore Realty and Auction, his team, often referred to as the A-Team, applies that same work ethic in how they serve this community. With a combined 200 years of experience, the team serves our commercial industry, helps families find their dream home, and makes your auction an easy, profitable, and positive experience. Elmore Realty and Auction, trusted since 1935. Check them out on Facebook for listings and auctions.
If you already have internet through SCRTC, there's a pretty good chance your speed just went up, maybe even paying less. And if you don't, check on fiber optic with SCRTC in your area, because 500 meg is now only $70. That's 500 down and upload. And if you want more speed, SCRTC got it, up to 5 gig of it. Make the switch right now at scrtc.com and we'll do the install free. This won't last forever. With unmatched customer support, SCRTC, your best and last internet provider.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery. Whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries, our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Monticello Bank first opened its doors in 1895 as a single office in Monticello, Kentucky. Today, there are 21 MBC locations across the Commonwealth. From home loans to commercial lending, Monticello Bank offers a wide variety of convenient financial services and competitive rates from local people you know and trust. Visit them at 1434 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow and let them help make the financial side of your life a little easier. Monticello Bank, where people matter. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
There's a new flavor in Hardee's Craft Kitchen. Nashville Hot Chicken. Juicy, 100% white meat dipped in buttermilk, hand-breaded and seasoned to bring the heat. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner? New Nashville Hot is goodness in the making.
Back here at Butler County High School, and Kirk Patrick's back at the studio for us. Kirk, if you would, they are about to do the national anthem quite a bit earlier here than they normally do it at other places that we go. So I think we probably need to actually send this to another break, but let's not count this against our break clock. If we can just take another 3-minute timeout, I think that will give us enough time to get through the anthem here. So let's go back to break, and we'll come back after a 3-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports. Now you are. Yeah, go.
This has been the Don Franklin Auto Scotties Football Pregame Show. The opening kickoff is just minutes away on WCLU.
We know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $500.
Phillips IGA, a family market since 1960. Visit the butcher shop where you'll find fresh cuts of fine meats from an in-store butcher and delicious hamburger ground fresh, plus a fresh selection of garden vegetables and fruits. They proudly carry legacy dairy milk produced right in their hometown of Highsville. Find your favorite national brands. Download the Phillips IGA app to start saving. View their weekly sales ad or simply shop online. Phillips IGA and Butcher Shop. Friendly faces and fair prices. Located on Highway 70 in Highsville.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Hey, son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm going to own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
Glasgow Scotties football on WCLU 103.1 FM and AM 1490. And video streaming free at WCLUradio.com and on the Glasgow Scotties and WCLU YouTube channels. Glasgow Scotties football brought to you by Don Franklin Auto, Walbert Trucking, South Central Bank, HVAC Services, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, Garcia's Grill, Elmore Realty and Auction, Hardee's, TJ Regional Health, McDonald's, Monticello Bank, Phillips IGA, and Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Joe Myers.
Playtime's over, boy. Somebody got to be the victim tonight. Go! Go!
It's time to play
Game Day.
Let's get the game on.
Welcome back here to Butler County High School here in Morgantown. Our thanks to Kirk back at the studio for handling that very gracefully. A little bit unusual here, but we do appreciate Kirk handling that for us. All right, so let's give you the starting lineups for these two ball clubs. The lineups tonight are brought to you by TJ Regional Health. First for the Butler County Bears on offense, starting at left tackle, it'll be Logan Hargrave. He's a 6'3", Logan Hargrove, he's a 6'3", 210 senior. At left guard is Blake Toms, a 5'9", 270 senior. Center is Reese Philbeck, and he is a 5'7", 260 junior. At right guard is Andrew Stokes, a 5'11", 225 sophomore. Right tackle Heath Cheney, a 6'2", 260 junior. The tight end Tucker Desjardins, a 6', 165 junior. At wide receiver Jet Johnson, a 5'7", 140 sophomore, and Jay Peralta, a 5'8", 150 senior. The running backs are Trevor Joyner, a 5'8", 145 junior, and Gage Beasley, a 5'8", 145 senior. Quarterback for the Bears is Garrett Phelps. He's a 5'8", 150 junior. Defensively for Butler County, the nose guard will be Blake Toms. Defensive ends are Logan Hargrove and Heath Cheney. The linebackers are Trevor Joyner, Lonnie Phillips, Will Amos. Will is a 6', 170 sophomore, and Dylan Hudnall, a 5'11", 190 senior. Quarterbacks are Jet Johnson and Jay Peralta. At safety is Garrett Phelps, and also at safety, Gage Beasley. Head coach for Butler County is Brandon Embry. He's in his 6th season as the head coach for the Bears with an overall record of 18-39. Assistant coaches are Josh Amos, Corey Johnson, Jake Martin, Chaz Pritchard, and Steve Stefano. Again, these lineups brought to you by TJ Regional Health. Let's take a look at the Glasgow offense. At left tackle, it's Ryan Randall, a 6', 278 senior. Left guard is Rad Gentry, a 5'9", 232 senior. At center, Luke Simmons, a 6'5", 286 senior. Right guard is Kievan Massey, a 6'1", 241 sophomore. At right tackle, Cam Johnson, a 6'3", 273 senior. The wide receivers are Jarek Martin, a 6'4", 170 sophomore. Rico Crowder, a 6'3", 185 senior. Lucas Christian, a 6'2", 160 senior, and Dalen Thomas, a 6'2", 200-pound sophomore. At running back, Cameron Bull, a 6', 167 sophomore, and the quarterback for the Scotties is Easton Jesse. He's a 6'1", 190 junior. Defensively for the Scotties, the tackles will be Cam Johnson and Parker McGowan. McGowan's a 6'2", 344 junior. Defensive ends are David Dell, a 6'3", 240 senior, and Cash Wells, a 6'3", 201 senior. Linebackers are Mason Arms, a 5'9", 195 senior, Jacob Brunson, a 5'8", 171 senior, and Max Lee, a 6'1", 201 junior. The quarterbacks for the Scotties are Jarek Martin and Ryan Morgan. Ryan is a 5'9", 132 senior. Strong safety will be Kellen Stone, a 5'9", 152 junior, and the free safety, Dalen Thomas. Head coach for the Scotties is Jeff Garman. He's in his 9th season with Glasgow with a overall record of 76-29. The Glasgow assistant coaches are John Myers, Stephen Buford, Blaze Talicki, Tyler Hughes, Cameron Garman, Randall Parmley, Kevin Estes, Jeff Ritchie, Desi Austin, and Peyton Gibbons. And once again, those starting lines tonight are brought to you by TJ Regional Health. And we've got our coin toss coming up here in just a moment, brought to you by Walbert Trucking. But before we get to that, we'll get some pregame thoughts in here from Chase Landrum and Bruce Tribute. Chase, of course, is joining us in Larry's spot tonight. Chase did stats for Bruce last week, and now he's doing color for Larry tonight. So Chase is our utility man here on the broadcast. We appreciate him coming along with us tonight, and good to have Bruce back with us tonight as well. But Chase, it remains to be seen here. Scotty's coming off a very tough emotional loss to Hart County last Friday night. It remains to be seen how they'll rebound here tonight against Butler County.
Yeah, hopefully they've had a good week of practice and see how they can respond tonight, because last week was devastating for them. I mean, as a player, you just want to go back and honestly try to get back in the rhythm of things during the middle of the week and then just try to fix it for the next week.
And Bruce, of course, the Scotties must win this ball game tonight to wrap up the number 3 seed and avoid a 3-way tie for that third place spot. If Glasgow does win, they would be the 3 seed. Adair County the 4, and Butler County would be out of the playoffs. Of course, Hart and Franklin are playing tonight for the championship, the district championship, and we're going to try to keep tabs on how that game's going. But this is a game that Glasgow must win, really, because at all costs you want to stay away from the 4 seed, because the 4 seed has to travel to Union County in the first round, and they're a very good football team, and that's a very long road trip.
You're right. It is a very long road trip. We made it last year, and it wasn't much fun because, we went over and got lost. But, I think the guys would respond here tonight. We've lost 2 in a row, but we played 2 pretty good ball teams. The first game we made a few mistakes, but, and then against Hart County, just tough luck there at the end.
And, Chase, when you got a team like this and you feel like you're a pretty big favorite over, you want to jump on teams like this early. You don't want to let them hang around and give them confidence and think they can play with you.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to remain focused and just do the task at hand. I mean, you got to just come in and take care of business tonight and just get off the field, honestly, as fast as possible.
And, Bruce, I know you weren't there last week, but I do know you were watching on YouTube. And in my opinion, as Jeff Garman and I talked about, I think the Scotties really outplayed Hart County in that ball game. They executed their game plan perfectly to control the ball. They had the ball nearly 32 minutes time of possession. They had like 70-some plays to Hart County's 40-some. Glasgow outgained them by about 170 yards in the ball game. Hart County just made a couple plays late in the ball game, and the fact that Glasgow feels like they probably outplayed Hart County made that, I'm sure, hurt even worse, the fact they didn't come out of there with a victory.
It does. We've been in that situation, and it was a big play at the end of the first half and a big play at the end of the game, and plays that were just 50-50 plays that could have gone either way, and we did. We controlled the line of scrimmage and held them to about 200 yards under their season average. So you can't fault their play. They just, got to bounce back and get back on the winning track here, and let's finish the season out with wins.
Huge game for Lucas Christian last week. Chase 7 catches, 100 yards. And we've seen Lucas all year make some big touchdown catches. Seems like he's catching touchdowns every time he made a catch. But I think last week was, I don't know if I'd call it a breakout game, but it was certainly the most opportunities that Lucas has had to affect a ball game. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, he got more chances last week to get the ball in his hands, and he took advantage of the opportunity, like you said, with 7 catches for 100 yards. It kind of took the main focus off of Rico Cratter in that game. It gave Lucas more of an opportunity to catch some passes, and he made dividends for it. I mean,
and Easton Jesse, outstanding in that ball game, 19 out of 29, 197 yards passing, had 1 touchdown, 82 yards rushing. So Bruce, he accounts for through passing and running about 279 of Glasgow's 394 total yards. He really had an outstanding night.
He's played that way most of the season. He did have, I think, the Franklin game probably was maybe not his best, but they shut our run down pretty good, and Easton's able to when he has to scramble out of the pocket to make some extra yards, and so I look for him to have a big contest here tonight.
And the captains are down on the 50-yard line right now as they are checking out the coin toss down here. Of course, this again brought to you by Walbert Trucking. So we don't have the microphone on the referee tonight, so we will keep an eye on the coin toss and let you know what's going on down there. Looks like they're about to toss it up into the air as we speak. But this Butler County Ball Club, while Bruce and Chase watch the coin toss, I tell you, Butler County has a very good offensive balance. They 94 yards rushing a game, 127 yards passing per game, but they are only scoring about 16 points per game. So they have struggled to score points this year. They will run out of several different offensive formations, one of those being the wishbone set, which you heard Jeff and I talking about. Certainly a little bit unusual these days. You don't see a wishbone a whole lot. And we'll see if Butler County decides to run out of that a whole lot tonight. Their quarterback, Garrett Phelps, is an outstanding player. He is their team's leading rusher. Got to contain him when you're applying pressure. So, again, the Walbert coin toss, Walbert Trucking coin toss, and we see that Glasgow has won the toss, and they have elected to receive. So we appreciate Walbert Trucking sponsorship of the coin toss there here on the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show. And we are just about ready for football, about 60 or 90 seconds away here from kicking this football game off. But just to tell you a little bit more about this Butler County Ball Club, the quarterback Garrett Phelps has thrown 12 interceptions this year. So, Chase, you feel like if you put a kid like that in a position to have to make some quick decisions, put some pressure on him. Again, he's a good runner, so you got to contain him when you do try to put pressure. But you feel like if you can force him to make some quick decisions, it may give you some opportunities to get some turnovers in this ball game.
Yes, you force him to make quick decisions, I think, coming after him. I mean, then he's going to be out of the pocket and just rushing around. Just running around for dear life, as I would call it. And, I mean, you could see him make some mistakes, or the quarterback can take advantage of it in that situation.
The name that you're going to hear a whole lot for Butler County is Gage Beasley. He wears number 11 if you're watching on our YouTube feed. But he may be the best athlete on this ball club. You heard Jeff talking about the fact that he has very good speed. He is their leading wide receiver in number of catches and receiving yards with 24 catches. He has 484 yards on the year, and he has 4 touchdowns. So Beasley is a name you're going to hear a whole lot. He's their second leading rusher as well with 190 yards and 2 touchdowns on the season. The defense for Butler County has struggled a bit this year. They are giving up 39 points per game and 213 rushing yards per game, so could be a big game tonight for the Glasgow rushing attack. We'll see how that all plays out. We don't have the series record here because Larry's not with us, and he has all of that information with him. But again, you look at the KHSAA records on the Rawherd scoreboard, which go back to 1999, and Glasgow since that time is 6-1 against Butler County. Again, it's been 17 years since these teams have played. The two teams were in the AA district together back in the early 2000s, and the last time they played was back in 2006. Butler County won that last meeting by a score of 39-6. So going back deep for Glasgow to receive this kickoff, Cam Bull and Rico Crowder. And ready to kick this thing off for the Bears is Everson Padilla. Scotties are in their white jerseys tonight with Columbia blue numerals and letters with Columbia blue pants and a royal blue helmet with a white Scottie paw on the side. Butler County in the royal blue jerseys with white numerals and letters, black pants. And it's an onside kick to start the ball game, and let's see. Butler County saying they have it, and they do.
Onside kick, and the Bears have the football.
So not the start the Scotties were looking for to this ball game, as Butler County is going to get the football in Glasgow territory at the 48-yard line. We'll tell you the officials for this ball game. The referee is Greg Mitchell. The umpire, Troy Couch. The line judge, Trevino Kelly. The line judge is Nathan Francis. And the back judge is Chris Cramp.
Bears will have it 1st and 10 at the Scottie 48.
So Garrett Phelps will set up in pistol formation. Running back behind him is Lonnie Phelps. 2 receivers to each side. And here's the give to Phelps up the middle, and he is going nowhere as Cam Johnson wraps him up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard back to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, the Scotties, I don't think were ready for that onside kick there to start the game, and Butler County just fell on it. And that was a good play by Cam Johnson there to tackle in the backfield as well.
Got to be ready for those unexpected things when you're playing an underdog like this. They have nothing to lose here, really. Trips to the near side, a single wide out to the left. Again, Phelps in pistol formation. Garrett, in pistol formation. Phelps is the running back. And this pass is going to be incomplete, intended for Jet Johnson out here on the Butler County sideline, and he let it go through his hands. It'll be 3rd down and 11 for the Bears at the Glasgow 49.
You keep them in long distance 3rd downs tonight, they're going to have a hard time getting first downs out of that. It's already 3rd and 11.
I want to thank HVAC Services as our instant replay sponsor for tonight. Appreciate their sponsorship all year long of our instant replay. I know a lot of folks love that instant replay on our YouTube feed. Here's a direct snap to Phelps, and he is going to try a quarterback sneak out around the left end, and the Scotties string it out very well. They're going to force him to lose a couple of yards. He runs out of bounds at the Butler County 49, so it is a 2-yard loss. That'll bring up 4th down and 13 for the Bears. And so the Scottie defense stands up after the onside kick recovery by Butler County. And they'll send in the punting unit. Dropping back to punt it away will be Lonnie Phelps. Jarek Martin waiting on the kick for the Scottie, standing back around his 20-yard line. Snap a little bit low. Phelps comes up with it, gets it away. It's a beautiful punt. Wow. It's a rocket. And that is going to bounce at the 13 and will roll dead right around the 8-yard line.
At about the 8-yard line.
So a punt of 53 yards that time for Lonnie Phelps. Don't know what the young man is averaging, but that was an awfully good punt. So the Scottie offense will take the field for the first time now, starting at their own 8-yard line, as junior quarterback Easton Jesse will set up in pistol formation with Campbell in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Jesse to throw off play action. Easton lets it go, looking down the middle of the field, and it's caught. And that is Jarek Martin, and he is headed to the house at the 25, the 15, the 10, the 5. Oh, and they do catch him from behind just before he gets into the end zone. He'll go down inside the 5 at the 3-yard line.
What a play there by Easton. They aired it out in the first play, and Jarek was pretty open there in the middle of the field, and he took it. I thought he was going to take it for a touchdown. I don't know if he –
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to get caught there,
I didn't think he was going to get caught. He must –
Did you see who it was who caught him for Butler County? Couldn't pick up the number?
I couldn't pick up the number.
So it's 1st and goal for the Scotties. Ball is actually at the 2-yard line, not the 3. So got Easton Jesse in shotgun with Cam Bull to his right. Trips to the left side, a single wide out to the right side for the Scotties. And Jesse going to hand this ball off to Cam Bull, and he will walk into the end zone untouched. Touchdown, Scotties. It's a 2-yard touchdown run for Cam Bull. And for Cam, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the season. Again, Cam getting just his 2nd start at running back in the place of injured Gavin Neal. Cam has been starting at wide receiver for the Scotties this season until last week. And now Jared Malagon on for the extra point attempt. That touchdown, by the way, brought to you by Elmore Realty and Auction. And this PAT attempt brought to you by Walbert Trucking. Snap a little bit low, but Martin gets it down. The kick by Malagon is up, and it is no good, wide to the right. So it will be a 6-0 Glasgow lead with 10:42 to go in the opening quarter. And we'll go ahead and take our first time out of the first quarter here. Again, 6-0 Scotties, 10:42 to go in the opening quarter, back after a 30-second timeout on WCLU Sports.
Are you looking for a new career where you'll be a part of a family-owned business for over 50 years? Walbert Trucking is a trucking company based right here in Glasgow. With Walbert Trucking, you'll get full benefits, great pay, and 401k. And you'll be home daily. Unlimited possibilities await you. Apply today and become a member of the Walbert Trucking team. 106 Sean Lane in Glasgow, 651-6784.
Joe Myers, Chase Landrum, Bruce Tribune back here with you in Morgantown at Butler County High School. A 90-yard pass completion from Easton Jesse to Jarek Martin sets up a 2-yard touchdown run for Cam Bull. We'll look at all the official numbers on that drive for the Scotties in just a moment. Jared Malagon kicks it away. It's a low kick. It'll be fielded at the 24-yard line. That's Garrett Phelps on the return. He's going to get back to the 30, and that'll be it.
5-yard return up to the 30.
Looks like Ryder Heller there got the tackle, his first of the night.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Butler County. That drive for Glasgow. Sorry, Bruce, I gave it back to you before I was ready to give it back to you. That's my fault. That drive for the Scotties, 2 plays, 92 yards. Took just 12 seconds, a 2-yard touchdown run for Campbell, his second of the season. The extra point, no good. So 6-0 Glasgow. So we see the Butler County offense for the second time tonight. And it's a direct snap here, and now we're going to have a whistle, as I don't think everybody for Butler County was set. The direct snap that time to Gage Beasley. He was about to head around the left end, but a couple of officials are going to talk about this call here. Didn't look like to me everybody was set for the Bears, but we'll see what the call is. It is a false start called on Butler County. So 1st and 15 now for the Bears as that backs them up to the 25-yard line. And again, they'll snap it directly to Beasley. He'll take it around the left end. And another flag is down, I believe. Beasley out across the 45 to 50 into Glasgow territory and down and out of bounds around the 48, but I believe this one may be coming back as well. We'll see.
David Dale on the tackle there. See what this penalty is.
And it is another false start called on Butler County. So back-to-back false starts against the Bears, and that one's going to cost them a big gain, which would have been a first down into Glasgow territory. Instead, this 5-yard penalty will back the ball up to the 20-yard line, where it'll be first down and 20.
That'll negate about a 35-yard gain right there as well.
So already 2 penalties on the Bears here on this drive. 1st and 20. And we've got Beasley. Again, a direct snap to him. He's going to throw this time, looking to the left side, looking for Phelps. The pass is going to be incomplete. Ryan Morgan on the coverage that time for the Scotties. Got a hand in there and broke it up around the 45-yard line. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 20.
2nd and 20 at the 20.
10 minutes to go in this opening quarter play. Glasgow on top by a score of 6-0. Scotties had a 90-yard completion from Easton Jesse to Jarek Martin, which is going to be our Hardy's hot and fresh play of the game. We'll go back and show that to you again when we have an opportunity. So now Phelps back at quarterback. He's in pistol formation. Phelps looking to throw. Down the left sideline, it's going to be incomplete. Again, it is Ryan Morgan on the coverage for the Scotties. Gage Beasley was the intended receiver, but the pass was underthrown. It'll be 3rd down and 20.
Yeah, long distance, third and long again. You just want to make sure you stop them before the chains.
As a defense, you got to get off the field on 3rd and 20, don't you, Chase?
You got to get off the field. If you don't get off the field, then more time's going to run off the clock, and we'll see what happens.
Phelps will set up in pistol formation once again. That's Garrett Phelps, and then Lonnie Phelps is the running back behind him. 2 wideouts each side here. Phelps has the snap. Flushed out of the pocket, being chased, and he is going to throw it away, but he's outside the tackle box, so that will be allowed. Did it get to the line of scrimmage is the question. It did, apparently. The official's saying it did. There's no flag going to be thrown here. They're going to mark it back at the 20-yard line where it'll be 4th down and 20.
Looks like they're still talking. Incomplete pass.
It's an incomplete pass. No intentional grounding. Changed that rule a couple of years ago in high school where if you're outside the tackle box and the pass gets at least to the line of scrimmage, it is not intentional grounding if you throw it away. Phelps will punt this ball away, bounces at the 50, takes a hop to the 41 where it's fielded by Martin. He's back to the 50, the 45, the 40, the 35, and he'll go down before reaching the 30-yard line, but a nice return that time for Jarek Martin.
Caden Taylor on the tackle, his first of the night.
A return of 39 yards that time. Excuse me, a 39-yard punt, Bruce says. And And about a 27-yard return that time for Martin. So 1st and 10 for Glasgow. At the Butler County 32. Jesse in shotgun, Bull in the backfield with him. Trips to the left side, a single wide out to the right. Jesse to throw. It's a wide receiver screen, caught by Crowder at the 35. He's got the 30, now cuts all the way across the field to the right side. Breaks a tackle there. A flag is down, so this one may be coming back. Crowder's going to run out of bounds with the first down, but this one may not stand. He's out of bounds around the 19. We'll see what the flag is.
Well, maybe a hold over here. I couldn't tell who was over here. Maybe a hold, but this is probably going to come back.
You are correct, Chase. Holding called on the Scotties. The penalty looks like it's going to be marked off from the 27. If that's the case, they'll put the ball back at the 37-yard line, which is actually they're going to put it down at the 36-yard line. So first down and about 14 here for the Scotties. 9:20 to go in the opening quarter. Glasgow on top 6-0.
Make it 1st and 14 at the 36.
Crowder the wide out to the right side. You've got Thomas Christian and Starr wide to the left. And here's a pass going to be caught by Christian inside the 30 to the 29. And Lucas Christian going to go down at the 26-yard line.
Tackle by Lonnie Phelps there. That's his first on the night and the team's third.
Pickup of 10 yards there for Lucas. Second down and a long 4 here for the Scotties. Martin, Christian, and Thomas go wide to the right. Crowder wide to the left. Bull, the running back, to the right of Jesse. Easton's in shotgun. Here's the snap. Quick throw out to Thomas. He makes the catch at the 30. He's to the 25. Slips a tackle there. He's across the 20, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 19, I believe. Let's see where they mark him out. It will be at the 19. It'll be a South Central Bank first down for the Scotties. Pickup of 7 yards on that play. Again, we thank HVAC Services as our instant replay sponsor. Appreciate their sponsorship of that feature for us all season long. Jesse under center. Couple of fakes. He'll throw. Looking for a man open in the end zone, but it's going to be just overthrown. The pass intended that time for Davey Williams in the back of the end zone. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Just overthrew him there a little bit. Had him pretty open, and I think just overthrew him there into the back of the end zone.
Easton's first incompletion of the night. He's now 3 of 4 on the night for 107 yards. 2nd down 10 for the Scotties at the Butler County 19. Jesse under center this time. Will give this to Mason Arms, and Mason gets hit and dropped right at the line of scrimmage.
Lonnie Phelps with his 2nd tackle of the night.
Actually, that ball is at the 20-yard line, so it's a loss of about a half yard or so. Let's call it 3rd down and 11. 7.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. 6-0 lead for the Scotties here in Morgantown. Again, Glasgow must win this ball game to wrap up the number 3 seed in the district. Hart County and Franklin are playing tonight for the district championship. We hope to have some scores for you on that one as we go along. Easton's Jesse to throw. Under pressure now, rolling out to the left side. Easton going to try to run it, and he will be down at the 17-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down for the Scotties. 4-down territory, though.
Logan Hargrove on the tackle. That's his first of the night.
17-yard line. 4th and 7.
Pickup of 4 there. It'll be 4th and 7 here for the Scotties.
Down.
Glasgow will send Dalen Thomas and Jarek Martin wide to the right side. Rico Crowder and Lucas Christian, the wideouts to the left side. Bull in the backfield. Jesse in shotgun. Easton to throw. Easton under pressure, now steps up. Going to let it go, looking into the end zone. Man is open, but it's knocked down at the last moment by Gage Beasley. He got a hand on it. And the Butler County Bears will force Glasgow to turn the ball over on downs. The intended receiver that time for the Scotties was Jarek Martin, and he was open for a moment. But Beasley recovered and was able to get a hand on that ball and knock it down. Jesse kind of had to throw back across his body. Didn't get everything he normally can on a pass. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bears as they'll start this drive at their own 17-yard line. 6:26 to go in the first quarter. Scotties on top by a score of 6-0. Garrett Phillips in pistol formation. Lonnie Phillips in the backfield with him. 2 receivers each way. Here's a give to Lonnie Phillips. He's going to get across the 20, the 25, and he'll lower the shoulder and get it out to the 29. Actually, the 30-yard line is where they'll mark him out of bounds. That'll be a Butler County first down.
Jarek Martin on the tackle there. That is his first of the night.
1st and 10 Bears at their own 30.
Longest play of the night so far for Butler County. Pick up 13 yards there for Lonnie Phillips. A wing back on each side of the formation and a wide out each way. Lonnie Phillips the running back, Garrett Phillips in shotgun. Phillips calls for the snap. Gives it off to Lonnie Phillips, and he's going to get stuffed this time. Might have gotten a yard. I think they will give him a gain of 1 to the 31-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Going to give that tackle to Cash Wells. That's his first of the night.
It's a nice night for football here in Morgantown. Temperature just about perfect for some jeans and a hoodie.
That's perfect football weather.
It is. Garrett Phillips in pistol formation with Lonnie Phillips behind him. Trips to the near side, a single wide out left. Scotty showing blitz up the middle, and here comes Mason Arms on the blitz. Phillips delivers the pass to Beasley, and a good open field tackle that time made by Jarek Martin to stop Beasley shy of the first down at the 38-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
Second tackle of the night for Jarek Martin, who only had 7 coming in on the year.
Jarek leads the teams in receptions, however, this year, and he has the only defensive score of the season for the Scotties. Jarek has 3 picks on the season. 3rd down and 2. As Butler County comes to the line of scrimmage, they're at their own 38. 1 man wide left, and then 2 wing backs on the left side. 1 wing back on the right. Here comes Beasley in motion. Going to fake the handoff to him. Phillips keeps it, and he is going to be buried by the defensive tackle, big Parker McGowan, and that'll be a loss of yardage.
This may be 4-down territory for Butler County.
We'll see. They're in their own territory at the 37-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 4. Again, the Bears don't have a lot to lose here. They are 1-7 on the year and 0-3 in the district, so they can afford to gamble some. We'll see if they come out and just try to draw the Scotties off sides or if they actually snap the football here. We've got 3:43 to go in the first quarter. Glasgow leads 6-0. I formation in the back. Oh, actually, that's Phillips lined up in pistol formation. Then Lonnie Phillips in the backfield with him. A wing back each way and a wide out to the left side. And Butler County trying to draw the Scotties off sides, and they will not jump, so they will now call a timeout. First timeout taken by either team in the ball game. But we'll stay right here. 3:27 to go in this opening quarter. Glasgow 6, Butler County nothing. And this timeout will give us an opportunity to take a look at our Hardy's Hot and Fresh play of the game. It was on the Scotties' first series of this ball game, and it was a 90-yard touchdown pass, not a touchdown, but a 90-yard pass completion from Easton Jesse to Jarek Martin. We thought Jarek was going to make it into the end zone, but he got caught from behind inside the 5. But an outstanding completion, outstanding pass by Jesse, and a great run after the catch that time by Jarek Martin. And again, that's our Hardy's Hot and Fresh play of the game. We thank Hardy's for their sponsorship of that. That actually is the longest play of the season for the Scotties so far this year. So Butler County coming out of the timeout, and now they have the punting unit on the field, it looks like, on 4th down and 4 as Lonnie Phelps is in to kick it away. Jarek Martin going to go back deep for the Scotties, but Chase Got to watch out for a fake right here, I think.
Yeah, they got nothing to lose right here. Let's see what they do.
Phelps does take the snap, and they will kick it away. It's another really good punt by Phelps. It'll bounce to the 25. Martin fields at the 20. Off the one hop, he's at the 30, the 35, and down the right sideline and out of bounds. Right around the 40, it looks like. Let's see where they officially spot it. Going to put this ball down at the 40-yard line, I believe. A punt of 43 yards for Phelps with a return of 20. So 1st and 10 for the Scotties at their own 40 with 3:15 to go in this first quarter. Glasgow leads 6-0.
In kind of a very fast-paced game so far.
Been a fast first quarter. Jesse in pistol with Bull in the backfield with him. You got 2 receivers left, one to the right. Here's a give to Bull at the middle. Cam weaving his way through some traffic, and he'll get it out across the 45 up to the 46-yard line for a gain of 6 yards.
That tackle was Jackson Stefano, his first tackle of the night.
Gain of about 6 up to the 46.
2nd down 4 for the Scotties.
Hargrove again on the stop for the Bears.
2 receivers to each side here. Bull, the running back. Jesse calls for the snap. Quick throw to Crowder. He's got the 45 to 50, and he'll be out of bounds with a first down. It's a South Central Bank first down. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line in Butler County territory. Pickup of 9 yards on that play.
And the Scotties are quickly past midfield here. Need to get a score right here and get a little 2-touchdown lead.
Jesse in shotgun. Bull sets up to his right. 3 receivers to the left side. Rico Crowder is the lone receiver to the right. Going to hand this ball off to Bull. Cam trying to get around the left end. Gets a stiff arm to one defender, but he's not going to get much, if anything, here. They do string it out well and keep him just maybe no gain. Let's see if they do give him a yard here. I think they will give him 1 yard to the 44-yard line, so it'll be 2nd down and 9.
Logan Hargrove on his 2nd tackle of the night so far.
A Franklin Simpson Hart County game, 10:53 to go in the second quarter, and Franklin Simpson leads by a score of 7-0 after a botched punt snap by Hart County, according to the information I'm getting. 2 wideouts each way here for the Scotties. Here's a give to Cam Bull up the middle, and he's going to lose yardage. Didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose 1. Back to the 45-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Lonnie Phelps with his 3rd tackle of the night in the first quarter and getting ready to come to a close here in a minute and 40 seconds.
Loss of 1 back to the 45.
Scotties on top, 6-0. 3rd down 10 for Glasgow. Two wideouts each way. Jesse to throw. Has time. Looking down the right sideline. Has a man. It is going to be incomplete. It was intended for Dalen Thomas down along the sideline at the 30-yard line or so. And Dalen had it in his hands but could not hold on. It'll be 4th down and 10 from the Butler County 45. So we'll see what the Scotties decide to do here. Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field. Twin wideouts to each side of the formation. Bull to the left of Jesse. Bears coming on a blitz off either side. Quick throw over the middle. Great catch by Crowder at the 30-yard line. Slips a tackle at the 27. He's at the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10. Breaks another tackle and still dragging a tackler inside the 5. The ball pops out. And let's see what happens here. Butler County has it. Boy, it was a great catch and a great run by Rico Crowder, but he did not secure the football, and he loses it down around the 4-yard line, and Butler County was able to jump on it just before the ball went out of bounds.
I couldn't tell who got the fumble recovery there for Butler County, but it looked – I couldn't tell.
Well, second time in as many drives here as the Scotties have stalled out in Butler County territory. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bears at their own 4. Glasgow leads 6-0. We've got exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
Lonnie Phelps with the fumble recovery right there as well.
You got 3 running backs in the backfield to the back. Basically, this is just a power formation here as Gage Beasley's going to run a power sweep to the right side, and he is going to get a yard, maybe 2 to the 6-yard line. They just lined 3 blockers up right in front of him, and he just ran in right behind them.
Looked like Mason Arms on the tackle there. That's his first on the night.
Pickup of 2, 2nd down and 8 from the 6. 30 seconds to go in this first quarter. Scotties 6, Butler County nothing. Garrett Phelps in shotgun. Rolling out to the right. Under pressure, lets the pass go. It's going to be incomplete. He had to get rid of that thing quicker than he wanted to, Chase, because he had Cash Wells bearing down on him in the backfield.
Cash Wells was going for the sack right there, and Phelps had to get rid of it.
It'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Bears. 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. Butler County at their own 6. Butler County taking a while to get the play in here. Still haven't broken the huddle. We don't have play clocks here, so we're watching the back judge. He'll count it down for us when we're inside of 10. Now we're inside of 10 at this point. Bears get to the line of scrimmage. Phelps in pistol formation. He's got Lonnie Phelps behind him. Drops the snap, now picks it up. Quick throw to the right side. Picked off. This is going to be a pick 6, and that is Jarek Martin, and he'll return it 10 yards for a Scottie touchdown.
Jarek read the eyes of the quarterback right there and took it all the way back to the end zone.
We just mentioned earlier in this quarter that Jarek Martin had the only defensive score of the season for the Scotties. Well, now he has the only 2 defensive scores of the season for Glasgow. A 10-yard interception return for a touchdown that time by Jarek Martin. And that puts Glasgow up 12-0 with 8 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Scotties will go for 2 here. That touchdown brought to you by Elmore Realty and Auction, and now the Walbert Trucking PAT. Actually, the Walbert Trucking 2-point attempt coming up here for the Scotties. Jesse under center. Arms and Bull are the running backs. Kanan Allen, the wing back on the left side. Going to give it off to Allen. He'll get into the end zone untouched here around the right end for the 2-point try.
2-point try by Kanan Allen.
And Glasgow goes up by a score of 14-0 now with 8 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Well, Chase, the Scotties had a nice drive on offense before turning the ball over, but great play that time by Jarek Martin. You said it perfectly. I think read the eyes of the quarterback, stepped in front of the pass, and took it to the house.
Yes, the quarterback was looking the receiver just straighten eyes, and Jarek read that perfectly, and then stepped right in front of him, intercepted it, and just took it straight back to the house for the touchdown.
It is Jarek's team-leading 4th interception of the season.
Second for a touchdown.
Second for a touchdown, that's right. So Scotties will kick this thing away. Jared Malagon about to tee it up for Glasgow. Gage Beasley back deep for Butler County, back around the 15-yard line. High end-over-end kick fielded at the 22. That's Padilla on the return, and he is going to be face masked at the 25-yard line. 2 flags come in. There was an obvious face mask that time for the Scotties. So you're going to tack on 15 yards at the end of the return here.
It's going to be on Kellen Stone right there. It looks like he got a full grab of the face mask right there.
Looks like they're spotting him down at the 25, maybe. If so, they would mark the ball out at the 20, at the 40, excuse me. It is a personal foul face mask called on the Scotties, and they will mark it off from the 25. So good starting field position here for Butler County. They'll start at their own 40. 2.5 seconds to go in this opening quarter, so we've got time for one play here for the Bears before we take a break and head to the second. 14-0 Scotties. First and 10 for the Bears at the 40. Garrett Phelps in pistol. Lonnie Phelps behind him in the backfield. Trips on the left side, a single wide out to the right. Phelps off play action, rolling out to the left, looks to throw. Under pressure and sacked. That's going to be Cash Wells who got him back at the 30-yard line. And that will do it for the first quarter of play. A big loss of yardage there, about 10 yards on the loss. It'll be second down and 20 when we come back. It's Glasgow 14, Butler County nothing after one quarter play here in Morgantown. We're back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
We're not superheroes, but when people need us, we answer the call. We're not weathermen, but we know the Kentucky seasons like the back of our hands. For over 40 years, we've serviced any brand, anytime, with the same-day service guarantee. Now that's a big promise, and that's probably why no one else does it. So when dealing with your heating and cooling, call HVAC Services, and you'll have the right team by your side.
When you come into Garcia's Grill, you're welcomed with a smile and you'll love the atmosphere. Garcia's was voted by the community as the best overall restaurant for the past 2 years. Great food at a great value. They serve fresh, delicious traditional Mexican dishes, incredible pasta, burgers, steaks, and seafood. People say you can never get burnt out on this restaurant because of all the amazing choices. Garcia's Grill, owned and operated by the Gomez.
Joe Myers, Chase Landrum, Bruce Tribune back here with you at Butler County High School. Let's take a look at our Garcia's Grill stats. It's a 14-0 lead for the Scotties over Butler County as we start the second quarter. Glasgow with 4 first downs, Butler County 1. Scotties 7 yards rushing, but 157 passing, 164 total. Just 2 yards rushing for Butler, 7 passing for a total of just 9 yards. We'll take a look at the rest of the stats after this play. It's second down and 20 for the Bears. They're at their own 30, and now Butler County going to call a timeout. So let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of those Garcia's Grill sizzling stats. Scotties already with 2 turnovers here in the ball game. Butler County's turned it over once. Scotties have lost a couple of fumbles in this game. Butler County has thrown the interception. Scotty's penalized twice for 25 yards. Butler County 2 for 10 yards. Glasgow has 14 offensive plays in the game in that first quarter. 5 minutes and 34 seconds the time of possession. Butler County with 17 plays. Had the ball for 6 minutes and 26 seconds during that first quarter. Chase, the Scotties on offense have had a couple of nice drives, but they've only gotten 6 points on the offensive side. They did get, of course, the pick 6 by Jarek Martin, but Scotties not real crisp, I would say, on offense so far in this ball game.
No, they just had that one big play that Easton threw out there at Jarek for 90 yards. Other than that's been basically their offense so far.
Second down and 20 here for Butler County, and the pass going to be incomplete. And almost intercepted by Jarek Martin off the deflection. The pass went through the hands that time of Gage Beasley out around the 40-yard line.
Which brings up another 3rd and long, as we talked about earlier in the game as well.
11:56 to go in the first half. 14-0 lead for the Scotties here. Lonnie Phelps will set up in pistol formation. That's Garrett Phelps in pistol, excuse me. Lonnie Phelps is the running back. Got 2 receivers each way. Scotty's showing a blitz off the right side, off the left side as well. They're coming off the right side. The quick pass going to be incomplete, intended out here for Jay Peralta at the 35-yard line, and it was wide of him. It'll be 4th down and 20 for Butler County, and they'll have to send in the punting unit. Lonnie Phelps in to kick it away. Phelps has punted twice so far and averaging, he's punted 3 times so far, excuse me. And averaging somewhere right around 44 yards per punt, Bruce says. He's kicked the heck out of it.
Kicked it hard.
Long punt of 53 yards on his first punt of the night. Jarek Martin back deep for Glasgow, and this snap over his head. It rolls back to the 5-yard line. It's foot race to it, and the Scotties recover the ball inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal for the Scotties.
At the 1, it looks like, Joe, maybe.
That was Cash Wells, I believe, who got back there and recovered that bad snap.
At about the 2-yard line.
Still have not spotted the football, so we'll see where they put this thing down. It'll be at the 2. So first and goal for the Scotties from the 2-yard line. Glasgow already up 14-0, 11:44 to go in the first half of play.
Looking to add to their lead right here as well.
Rico Crowder, Lucas Christian go wide to the left side. Kanan Allen and Jarek Martin are the wide out to the right. Cam Bull, the lone running back. Jesse's in shotgun. Jesse takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Bull, goes up the middle with it. Easton, I believe, is going to be stopped just shy of the goal line. So he's down at the 1.
Give that tackle to Lonnie Phelps as well. That's his 4th of the night so far.
Actually, they say he has no gain on that play. So they put it back down at the 2. So second down and goal from the 2. Bull and Arms in the backfield together this time. Kanan Allen is the wing back on the right side. Jesse's under center. Give this thing off to Mason Arms up the middle with it, and Mason fighting and battling, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Scotties. Mason did not have it initially, but kept the legs going and gets into the end zone for the score. That'll put Glasgow up 20-0 with 10:55 to go in the first half. Jared Malagon on for the Walbert Trucking PAT. And by the way, that touchdown brought to you by Elmore Realty and Auction.
Looks like Scotties are a man short right there.
And a man out late here. Still have plenty of time on the play clock, according to the back judge back there. He's not giving the indication yet. Snap is down. Kick is up. And this one is good, right between the uprights for Jared Malagon. It's now Glasgow 21, Butler County nothing, 10:55 to go in the first half of play. And we'll take a timeout. We are back after a 30-second break here on WCLU Sports. Got everything.
South Central Bank has been investing in the Glasgow community for over 50 years. During that time, we've learned a thing or two about hard work, relationships, and a vision for success. South Central Bank is designed to make a difference in the prosperity of our customers and the communities it serves. We want to be a part of your success. Visit southcentralbank.com. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back at Butler County High School, the Scotties, after the bad punt snap by Butler County, which you're getting a look at now here on our YouTube feed. Again, we thank HVAC Services as our instant replay sponsor this season. Two-play drive for the Scotties, 49 seconds, had to go just 2 yards after Cash Wells recovered the bad punt snap. It was a touchdown run for Mason Arms. Here's the kick by Malagon, and that's going to get into the end zone as it bounces across the 5 and then across the goal line for a Glasgow touchback. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bears. They'll start at their own 20. That rushing touchdown for Mason Arms, his 5th of the season. Jared Malagon put the extra point through. 21-0 Glasgow, 10:55 to go in the first half.
Got an update here. Hart and Franklin are now tied at 7.
I was just getting ready to say the same thing. You keeping up with it on Twitter there, or you got what you got going on, Chase?
I may have somebody texting
I got you. I got somebody texting me too. You saw it before I did, though. Can't have too much help, that's for sure. 1st and 10 for the Bears at their own 20.
Especially these days in the social media world.
That's right. Garrett Phelps in pistol formation. Lonnie Phelps in the backfield with him. Put Gage Beasley in motion. He'll take the handoff on a jet sweep around the left side now. Tries to cut it back to the middle of the field, and he'll get pretty good yardage here on 1st down. Out near the 25. It'll be a pickup of right at 5 yards for the Bears.
David Dale in there on the tackle.
Second down and 5 for Butler County. Butler County on the night has negative rushing yardage. They've carried it 9 times for minus 13 yards. Of course, that bad punt snap factors into that. They lost 20 yards on that. Padilla goes in motion. They fake the hand, or Peralta, fake the handoff to him. Phelps wants to throw, and he throws that to nobody in particular out on the Glasgow sideline, but I think he did get outside the tackle box, so that allows him to throw the football away, and the ball definitely got to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Bears.
Looked like the Scotties came on a blitz right there, and Phelps was rushed and had just had to get rid of it.
I didn't pick up who was putting the pressure on. Did you see it, Chase?
I couldn't tell.
Was it Cam Johnson?
Maybe Cam Johnson.
Third down and 5 for Butler County at their own 25. 3 men go wide to the right side, a single wide out to the left. That's Beasley here on the left side. Got to keep an eye on him. Garrett Phelps is in pistol with Lonnie Phelps as the running back. Phelps to throw. He's looking for Beasley. Pass thrown behind him and incomplete. Beasley was open on a screen play, and it would have been a first down if he was able to make the catch, but it was too far behind him. Jarek Martin was on the coverage there for the Scotties. And again, nearly could have intercepted that ball off the deflection, but Jarek could not quite get to the spot. So it'll be 4th down and 5 for Butler County, and they'll punt it away here. Lonnie Phelps dropping back into punt formation. Butler at their own 25. Jarek Martin will await the kick. Again, Lonnie Phelps has punted the heck out of the ball so far here tonight.
What's he averaging again?
Before that last punt, it was 44. Oh, he didn't get that last punt off, did he, Bruce? So he's averaging right at 44 yards per punt. Good snap, but he drops it, able to pick it back up, and he gets the kick away. It'll bounce at the 49-yard line in Glasgow territory, and then will be down at the 48. So 1st and 10 for Glasgow at their own 48-yard line. 9:52 to go in the first half of play. Scotty's already in front 21-0. A punt of just 27 yards there. Two minutes to go in that. Jared Malagon to kick this ball away for the Scotties. We'll tell you about